Super Mario Wonder is Nintendo's first 2D Mario game in over a decade, and hopefully their first 2D good Mario game in nearly 30 years. Here are 5 things I, a professional Mario player, want to see in Mario Wonder. Number 5, I want to see new bosses. Listen, I love Bowser. I love Bowser Jr. I love the Koopa kids. I love them all. They're like my own children. I've grown up with them since Super Mario Bros. 3. But let's be quite real. I've seen them all. I've seen it done. I want new bosses. I want new enemies. I want new things that we have never seen before in the Mario universe. Heck, now that we're not even in the Mushroom Kingdom, we're in the Flower Kingdom, this seems like the perfect opportunity to introduce tons of new enemies, tons of new lore, and tons of new battles for Mario to take on. And these battles can also be used for things like the Mario movie sequels, the Mario 3D games, things that are in the expanded Mario universe. And let's be real, you can use them to sell toys. A lot of these characters already have this established lore, this established attitude. Bowser Jr., he's always gonna want Princess Peach to be his mom, right? That's his thing. So we don't wanna take Bowser Jr. and put him into a new situation. We wanna take new enemies and new bosses and make them feel important, make them feel exciting. Heck, we've seen it with Zelda before, where they've had a boss that's even bigger than Ganon. We've seen it with Metroid, even just with this last Metroid Dread, where they weren't even fighting the normal space pirates. I think it's time that Mario Wonder introduces us to a new boss, maybe someone that's even bigger and badder than Bowser. If not a new main big bad, just give us new mini bosses. Bowser has got to recruit some new people at this point. Listen, he's been trying to get Mario for nearly 40 years now. It's time for some new blood in this army. Number 4, next thing I want this game to feel good and be fast. Listen, this is a very debatable subject, and this is something that's probably pretty personal to me, but I think Super Mario World is the greatest 2D platformer that's ever existed. I think the running is perfect. The speed is incredible. The jumping, the spin jump height being just a little bit slightly lower, but a little bit floatier, gives you this alternative way to get through obstacles that just makes things chef kiss. And not to mention the fact that you can release the jump button and actually fall faster, or hold the jump button and fall slower. It gives you this insane control of your player. And I want to see stuff like that come back here in Super Mario Wonder. The new Super Mario Bros. Series is fine, let's be honest, but it's got a few quirks that make it just a little unplayable for me. One, feels really slow. I mean, when Mario jumps, it feels floaty. When Mario falls, feels floaty. When Mario runs, it just doesn't feel like he's ever hitting full speed. I want to get back to those early days of Mario 3 with Mario P-speeding his ass all the way across the screen at lightning break paces, having to hit a few blind jumps every once in a while if you're going too fast, and most of all, just having more control over my plumber to give me the ability to do super cool Kaizo tricks like this.
So that is a gigantic back shot and is super swaggy.
Wow.
Wow.
Now, we've already seen in the previews that Mario Wonder looks really fast. The only thing I could really compare this to is when you watch Mario jump is actually the way Yoshi jumps in Yoshi's Island. If you look, it's kind of this very quick, boom, boom, up and down fast. I think that's very interesting because Yoshi's Island to me is a very, very, very great platforming game that controls amazingly. It's the level design, but the platforming in Yoshi's Island looks great. And if Mario Wonder kind of takes a version of that, kind of mixes maybe a little bit of Super Mario World, a little bit of Yoshi's Island, and a little bit of New Super Mario Bros. Together, if they give us all that, I think we're gonna see an incredible game to play that's going to extend out into an incredible speed run. Having such cool, tight controls is what really makes speedrunners happy. We wanna be able to move fast, we wanna feel like we're in control. I hope Mario Wonder does all of these things. Number 3, and this is actually really important. I want to see lots of new and old power-ups, but I don't want them to be required to beat any level. Now, they could be required to maybe beat a section or maybe required to get a secret, but I want to be able to go through this entire game as small Mario. Now, don't get me wrong, during my casual playthroughs, I want to see the return of the penguin suit, maybe the blue turtle shell, on top of all the already cool things we've seen like the elephant and the ball. But I don't want any of those to be required, and I especially don't want any of those to be power-ups that only last through a level and then end at the end of the level. I absolutely hate levels where you can only have one power-up. I think that's only worked one time in one single video game, and that's the boot in Mario 3. Outside of that, name one time where you didn't think to yourself, man, I'd really like to ride this rhino out of this level in Donkey Kong Country. right? Oh, I'm a little remote control car on Yoshi's Island. I'd love to be that the rest of the time. That'd be cool to do this until I got hit. Yes, I don't want those things anymore. So basically, I want lots of power-ups. I want lots of options. I want to be able to take one power-up, get it in level 1, and take that all the way to the end. I want to be able to switch power-ups every level if I want, and take that all the way to the end, or I want to be able to get no power-ups at all. Please, Nintendo, give us not just so many options of power-ups, give us the option to not use any of them. Number 2. The next thing I want to see in Super Mario Wonder is something that I really want to get back to in Mario 3 and Mario World, and that is Overworld Secrets. Listen, New Super Mario Bros. Was amazing when it came out. Just the idea of getting a 2D Mario game after nearly 20 years of not having one, it was so exciting, so invigorating, so disappointing. Once you got to the overworld, you were so excited, like, oh, maybe I could find a secret here or find a secret there. But all there was in the original New Super Mario Bros. Games, a couple of cannons that let you skip worlds. New Super Mario Bros. U had a bit more in that you could find a few secret paths, but nothing that led you to new levels, new territories, or even entire new worlds like in Super Mario World. I want to see a return to this. I want to play through the game one time and then realize, oh my God, I missed entire groups of levels over here. I want to be playing through this game and have someone in chat accidentally spoil a secret. I want to be exploring and looking at every nook and cranny to try and find secrets, hidden exits, and power-ups that'll let me pave a new path and experience the game in a different way. I think Super Mario World did a great job with this, with the Star World and the extra hard levels that it had. Something like that returning in Super Mario Wonder would be a godsend. Not only would it make me incredibly excited to explore the overworld, but it would add to the gameplay and add to the amount of time that we spend exploring Super Mario Wonder as a whole. And lastly, the number one thing I want to see out of Super Mario Wonder has nothing to do with Nintendo itself. I want to see incredible community mod tools. Listen, it's no secret that I've loved custom Mario throughout my day. Between Super Mario Maker 1 and 2, I've got over 10,000 hours in that game. And then, if you want to count Super Mario World Kaizo, about another 10 in that as well. So between those, I've spent over 20,000 hours of my life nearly playing just custom Mario games. How crazy is that? But it's no secret that Nintendo was pretty disappointed with the sales of Super Mario Maker 2. And my chances of getting another one of those games is looking pretty slim. So that's why I want to see the community come through and step in and give us a Lunar Magic-like tool for Super Mario Wonder. Lunar Magic is the tool that we use to create all these cool custom Super Mario World levels. Now, why it's a little complicated to use by 2023 standards, when that thing came out, it was a godsend. It does allow a lot of like plug and play. Basically just take your item and place it in and play your level, which is such a cool experience. And I want to see something like that, but the 2023 version happen for Super Mario Wonder. Now, we've seen a lot of games get support on the Switch for modding one way or another, but we've never seen anyone create the community tool that just kind of opens up the modding for everybody. I'd like to see Mario Wonder be the exception to that rule. I'd like to see the community go absolutely apeshit and give us the Lunar Magic of Super Mario Wonder in 2023. Make it easy to plug and play levels, make it easy to plug and play items, make it easy to alter the game, and then most of all, make it easy to share those files with people. Now, we can't make it easy to play those files because modding a Nintendo Switch is a weird, complicated process, but we can do every one of those other steps ourselves. And when I say we, I don't mean me. I don't have any of those skills or capabilities. I do mean you and you people out there. So, community, since Nintendo will never give it to me, since my chances of getting a Super Mario Maker 3 are slim and none. Heck, they even canceled planned DLC for Super Mario Maker 2 that was nearly already finished. Please, community, will you give me some awesome Super Mario Wonder mod tools so I can make custom Super Mario Wonder Kaizo levels for the rest of my life? Anyway, what are you hyped for Super Mario Wonder? Let me know in the comments. I can't wait. In fact, I'm so excited, I'm gonna be flying to Australia to play it one day early live on my stream on October 19th. So come check it out. I'll be playing it as soon as it releases.